Okay, y'all, I have some more eggs that I'm going to decorate. And I'm also going to decorate up this little basket to put them in. So, let's get started. Okay, for this first egg, I'm going to use some felt and I'm going to make some little bunny ears. So I'm just going to kind of free cut it and then I'll use this one to make a duplicate. And then I'm just going to hot glue these onto my egg after I do my whiskers. So I've got a safety pin that I'm going to heat up with my candle. And I'm just going to put my little whisker holes I'm going to do them sideways, like not straight down, because I don't want my whiskers to stick out. I want them to go sideways. So I'm just going to put, if I can get it hot enough, I'm going to put 3 little sideways holes on each side. And then my whiskers, they are just coated wire that I had left over from some flowers that I cut off on a project. Okay, I've got the holes done, so I'm just going to stick my little pieces in here. And I'm going to put them in kind of deep because then I'm going to take the egg apart and I'm going to load up some hot glue inside of there just to keep the ends in so that the whiskers don't come out. And then after I get it put back together, then I can trim them off and cut them to the right length. Now for my little ears to get hot glued on. And you'll see that I'm going to put a little bunny tail on it. But I'm going to put mine where it's going to block the egg from being able to open. So mine are going to be for decoration only. But you could make these, since you've got the whiskers glued down inside, you could still fill these eggs. And just put your bunny tail where it won't block them from being able to open, or leave off the tail. I'm putting the tail kind of off to the side so it looks like he's turning kind of sideways. I got all of these pom-poms. They're like half and half colored pom-poms. I really don't remember what I bought them for, but that's what I'm going to use. And then I put a little flower on him and one of those gems in the center. Now for this egg, I'm just using cheesecloth. And here's a remnant I had from another project. This is going to be the easiest egg ever. Just going to wrap it like this. And then I've been putting a rubber band around them to hold it together. Then I cut off the top and glue me a bow on it. You could also do this with some pretty lace. And that's how these come out. And those are for filled eggs. Now for this egg, I'm going to use some school glue and some Flatback Gems that I have. So since I'm using the school glue, I'm only going to be able to do like half of the egg, and then I'll have to let it dry and then flip it and do the other half. And altogether, I'm going to show you 4 eggs. And then I'm going to show you a basket and a bowl that I'm going to decorate to hold the eggs. So you just put your gems on however, whatever kind of design you want to put. As you can see, that bead is sliding off. It probably would have been better if I would have used hot glue because they're sliding around in the school glue. It's not the best medium that I used. So I'll get my design the way I want it. I think it needs a little more color. maybe some more of these green gems. Now I'm going to just put some um, glitter, the thick glitter, white. And one reason is it will help hold my gems to keep them from slipping around, because I didn't know I was going to have an issue with that. And another just to give it another dimension. And then I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. Then I can fill in that empty spot in the bottom, the top, the back. Okay, now it's completely done. I've done both sides. I didn't end up putting gems on the other side, just put the glitter and the glue. And I'm going to put a ribbon so it can hang from my little Easter tree. So I'm just going to cut me a ribbon and then make a little bow for it. All right, that one's complete. Now on to the final, the fourth egg. Okay, I'm going to use the flatbacks again for this one, but I'm going to try to cover a good bit of the egg. And I'm going to use my hot glue because it will be quicker and easier. So I'm just going to, put various colors and various shapes all around my egg till I have it pretty coated. And this one also will not be able to open because, of course, we're going to block up the middle section where it would open. So it's just for decoration. This is going to go on my Easter egg tree also. I'm really enjoying that little tree. I'm glad I got it because you could decorate it up for every season. I've already done it for Valentine's, now Easter. I'm thinking how cute it could be for Christmas, Thanksgiving. Y'all are going to get sick of looking at that tree. Just like I'm sure y'all have gotten sick of the Easter eggs. I noticed not that many people were watching them, but I was having a good time, so I just forced them on y'all whether you wanted them or not. But I do have some other videos done that I need to edit. After I get this video done, we will be through with Easter. And I've got some gardening things. The videos are made. I just need to edit them, which often takes me a long time. So anyway, we've had beautiful weather. We got some big storms the other day, like most of the country did, but we're back to beautiful day outside. It's kind of hard to stay in here and edit this video. Okay, I've got it pretty well covered. And so on this one, instead of the glitter with the glue, which would be hard to get in between all of those little grooves, I'm going to use the liquid glitter. And it's in a tube with a, little squirt top. So I'm still going to have to do one side, let it dry, and then do the other side. But I'll show you just a little bit of how I did it. And then I'll show you the completed egg with its little hanger put on. And I'll show you all of these eggs on the tree, and then we'll get on to the basket and the bowl decorating. So you see it's starting to look cute with that glitter in between. And you see how simple it is, just go along. If you squeeze a big glob, it'll kind of go under those flatbacks and fills in the space that you can't really get to with the nozzle. Okay, while that egg's drying, we're going to start working on this little basket. Now you could take any old plain basket you have. I've had this basket lurking around forever and never really found a good thing for it. It became a junk basket for a little bit. But look, this is that garland. I got it at the after Christmas sales, so I got 3 or 4 of them because I could think of a lot of things to do with it. And I'm going to use it like grass for my basket, but not just to put on the inside, but you'll see I'm going to kind of wrap it. And I think I paid like $1 for 26 foot of this. So I'm really tickled with that purchase. Now, see, I was thinking about putting it like this around the top edge and wrapping the handle. And we'll see after I put some on. I was wondering if maybe I might want to trim it down a little bit so it looks more like grass. But we'll see after I get a little section put on. See what I'm thinking? Across the handle and then around the top edge of the basket and then down on the inside of the basket. You know how you usually have the fake grass inside the basket? Well, I could just coat it with this as well. And also this basket has some kind of little charm on each side. You can see it right there, that little gold charm. I could take that off, but I haven't decided yet. If I took that off and then maybe put a little sign, a little take one or Happy Easter or something. But I'm also thinking I could leave that on because I might want to use this basket again after Easter for something else. In fact, it might make a cute little Christmas basket for something. So I'm kind of liking the look of this so far. I also thought about putting a big bow right here at the bottom of the handle. I could make a really big bow that would cover up that little gold piece. Could put a bow on each side. Or, you could glue a little bunny or something there. You could take that off if you had that on your basket. But if you don't, you could just put some little Easter decoration and glue it. Or you could just leave it just with the grass. But I'm liking that. I think it looks pretty realistic like grass, at least on the handle so far. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to trim it at all. I'm thinking it looks pretty grassy. It looks, pretty realistic. I was worried that it would look like a garland put on a basket, But no, I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to kind of put a little dot of glue here and a dot of glue there and blast it across the inside, the bottom. So there it is with some of the eggs inside of it. And here's my little sign that I made for the front. I just beaded a piece of wire and made a little sign. And I'm going to write on it with the chalk writer. But that's how it came out. Now, pretty much we're going to do the same thing to this bowl. I was wondering about covering the whole thing, like the whole pedestal and everything. But I'm just going to do it the same like the basket because I like the basket. So I'm going to put a ring around the outside edge and then I'm going to fill in the inside. So this last little piece on the inside and this one will be done. And I don't think this one's going to even need a ribbon or a bow or anything. because it's small, so the eggs ought to do the talking. You know, put some really fancy eggs in there, or little eggs that the kids can all grab. So I don't think it'll need much explanation or anything. If I hadn't used a pink bowl, it would be cute for an ornament holding bowl too for Christmas. So there she is. And here's just some eggs to give you an idea what it would look like with some eggs in it. I kind of like my little bunny egg. Now here are the eggs that I just completed. Back there in the back is that little mosaic kind of egg. And here is the other one. Okay, that's it for the Easter. Now we can move on to bigger and better things that y'all have more interest in. So that's it for today, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!